hello, and welcome to a very reduced Critical Tumblr, where a bunch of longtime friends and internet nerds transcend geography through the power of Discord to play Dungeons and Dragons. And yeah, no, this group is probably the highest level of critically fumble a lot of the bunch. Possibly it's just because they get into so many different kinds of antics, one in particular, that they roll more often, and thus the law of averages dictates that they're going to get more nat ones in general. Yes, Smeagol, I am looking at you. I think
I only have two settings. Crit fail or crit success. There is no in between.
I think that one of you guys who taking an average of just their rolls the most nat ones, probably Lindira. Thinking about it. Because you do have in between ones, you just don't remember them very well because they're mostly about food.
Yeah, I have some really generalized stuff that's occasionally just an in between, but it's never on the actual important stuff. Every time something important comes up, I either fumble the bag or am the one T-posing for dominance.
Combat you usually get an average. It's the insight ones that you tend towards nope or I see all, which is kind of fitting for Hazel when you think about it.
Farm Girl, two settings. Bumble shit or really weirdly intuitive.
Well, you kind of have to be to live in a small town, so because you don't know, you know all the people, so you can't really afford to piss them off because they're not going to forget you in 10 minutes, and they're going to see you in 2 days.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Particularly when it's Hazel, and Hazel is. I mean, she'll usually see what she shouldn't be doing. It's whether or not she remembers.
Hazel is a lot.
Hazel is a lot. Anyway, yes, we are currently just after the holiday period, or maybe more in the holiday period liminal space that seems to exist between Christmas and New Year's. And that is why we are missing half the players, just about. But this is fine. This is good um, because people get busy, are lacking ideas, are too nervous to fucking talk to me, or some combination of the above. This is a perfect time for time displaced side questing! Which means that if y'all wanted to do anything for various other cast members, etc., for the Feast of Sune that we thankfully started just around the point when we weren't going to be losing people, now is the time! Or, anything else that's not particularly plot adjacent. We will not be touching anything plot adjacent apart from the occasional aside and the reminder that, at some point you're going to have to decide where big you're going to go next, and, you might all die. So, I seem to recall that Ava had some potential side questing that she wanted to do, so maybe this will inspire the rest. If not, I will do some inspiring, damn it, because y'all are going to get some RP in. We're not going for a month without it. I refuse.
Well, mainly the list of various gifts I messaged you about.
Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah.
So, you might have to scroll through your, because I have shit. I have so much shit going on.
That's okay. Yeah, here it is. Oh wait, hang on.
What did you do?
With me?
No, the one who went ow.
Oh.
I joint stiff finally popped.
Oh.
Those hurt because I'm having a nerve pinch day.
And out comes the notebook. Somebody's got the notebook.
Lindera didn't as point of fact.
I have both notebooks and large post-its.
Lucky all of you who can actually like take notes and pay attention at the same time.
Well, at least you have the recordings to take notes from if you need to.
Yes, well, we've got the. Well, I guess I'd start with the kids because.
Well, yeah. When we restart in 2 weeks, we will actually be with the kids. Although technically speaking, the day of the kids isn't for another couple of days
Yeah,
specifically.
but then
But
I'd probably work in order of
yeah,
urgency, shall we say.
yeah. But it's probably good to get everything out of the way if you can. So if you want to
Yeah.
start with the kids, start with the kids.
Yep. Uh, yeah, so dawn would probably be something payroll related. So I was thinking, well, as we say, either novice robes or maybe a holy symbol, but I don't know if she'd want to pick that herself, maybe. Um,
I would like to remind you of a couple of things. Number one, this is Goldendale, and while you have Jenna, she is a blacksmith, not a jeweler. They don't have a jeweler in Goldendale. They have people who occasionally sell jewelry passing through. So if you're going to get anything that's decent, you're probably going to get it somewhere in Equitas.
mhm,
Additionally, you are made of money. All of you are. So maybe pick up a selection
mhm.
and let
Could
her
do, could
pick.
do. I
I
was
mean,
thinking something
I
like that as
mean,
well.
look at pick look at them. Pick like three you think that Dawn would like,
Mhm.
and go from there.
Okay. Pando, you said foraging related
Well,
items.
books, frankly.
Yeah,
You
not
might, to
books
be
on
fair, you
phone.
might want to do that in Anbeer.
Mm.
Given as they're big on nature's bounty all the way across the board, and Egref probably has books on foraging, but first of all, they're barren, rocky wasteland for the most
Mm.
part, and second of all, the things they would do with the things they forage probably don't fall into Cander's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Or science?
Yeah, I was thinking probably most of it would probably be easier to get in and be.
Yeah, which is probably what you're going to wind up doing while various people in relationships are having their romantic days, which is the day
Mm.
after family. So you're all good. But yeah, you can if you're shopping for that kind of thing in Ambier, the issue becomes selecting one because if you walk into a bookshop in Ambier and say
Books galore.
well, that's the thing. There are they do kind of specialize. So if you've got something that's
Mm.
more along the, um, natural philosophy, outdoorsy, foraging kind of stuff, even then, they will ask you a metric fuck ton of questions to find you just the right one or ones. So you will be there for a good half hour, being asked things along the lines of exactly where. Can you point out on a map so we can check latitudes, etc.? Um, oh, actually, I think we have a map of Goldendale. Let's have somebody send over the big map of the continent of Alasa. So you're probably around there. This is what might be around there. Let's check some various records. What has the weather been like? Is the person foraging capable of dark vision? That kind of thing. So
Very
th-
thorough.
very, very thorough. And at the end of the day, you will wind up with like three separate books: Forager's Notebook, so they can look at, so that if Candor finds anything that's not in there somehow, they can make notes and also
Yeah,
make notes of what's in what area. Also, herb clippers and a set of decent gloves.
sounds good.
Because if you're going to be, remember, a lot of foraging is food related, and they take their food very seriously. So yeah, but yeah, you're probably going to need either tea or a drink after having gone through that. It was kind of like being in Coeur d'Alene, but more intellectual.
Is that the other tailor that has Alice's measurements? No, I don't think
That
so.
they're well, not in Ambier, but you guys were in Agraf, and this is time displaced. There is
Okay.
the place that, I mean, to be honest, it would be really easy for Ava to find the tailors who made Alice's newer clothes because they are the only ones that deal with people with wings because it's run
Right.
by Arakocra.
Right.
So all you have to do is ask for the Arakocra, and yeah, what you wind up seeing, because this is a new one on you. This is the bird of paradise colored Arakocra. They are resplendent. I have this feeling that Darwin's gonna have the same basic idea with this kind of thing, so he'll probably run into this too. But we'll talk about that later on. We're letting Ava have her turn now. So yeah, they're a nice bunch, but it's they explain it's not so much that we have a problem with humanoids. Obviously, it's just that the humanoid females are, or at least were, a slight problem. And then we had to listen to Cordelian yell at us for about an hour and a half. Because, obviously, if you've got wings in the back, regular bras won't fit.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit.
So yeah, they show you the sketches and the notes because they actually had to bind it all into a book just to because
Mm,
there was a lot of notes on how to fit in that kind of support without the back strap because
mm,
obviously strapless bras are not hugely supportive most of the time. So
mm.
yeah, they're perfectly happy to do something to your specifications, but because it is going to have to be a custom item, it's something you're probably going to have to pick up when you go back through.
Okay.
But you are going back through for a variety of reasons, so you're probably okay there. And I don't know what exactly you were thinking of having made in specific, but
Well, she needs something red because I think she likes red.
yeah.
So can't remember if she didn't have a red dress already.
Well, she has a couple, but given that you're shopping for a humanoid with wings and there's like one
Hmm.
ever anywhere, the apparently the elder of the Arakocra is going. You are shopping for the blade, the College of Swordsbard.
Hmm.
Writes out a bit of paper, hands. Go here.
Okay.
And what you wind up with is it's a little off the beaten track, just sort of off to a side alley in the more clothing-oriented district. And the reason that it's off the beaten track becomes quite clear because it's not armor; it's wearable weaponry. One of the things you are finding, and you can thank Smeagol for pointing me in this approximate direction, is red dancer skirt comes up to about a little bit below the knee, but attached to it, apparently remarkably mobile for what they are, is a bunch of blades. You spin kick someone in that, and they're gonna have a very bad day. But
But that
there's
sounds right up Alice's street.
there's also things more along the lines of that seems to be the very big specialty item, though there are shoes with blades in the soles that come out if you click the heels, and they mostly specialize in things like brass knuckles, which I guess can be jewelry in somebody's world. I mean, particularly this is Agref. It could be just you're wearing a lot of rings. Put them together in the right order and shink.
Mm.
Yeah, they clearly don't get a lot of business, but what they get is sufficient. So you can very much pick up that if you feel that appropriate. I don't know what Remy's going to think about it. Frankly, don't care. I mean, as long as you're not wearing it when you actually go out dancing, I think Remy would just be really impressed with what happens when she spin kicks a motherfucker wearing that thing. Because this is Remy we're talking about.
Yeah, because he's already got braces, I seem to remember.
Yeah, and to be fair, she needs no more jewelry.
Yeah.
She, A, she already kind of clank with it, and B, she's got that one bit that she cannot take off at the moment because it will probably end the world if she does.
Mm. Um, mm, Wondering between the shoes with the blade and the skirt.
The shoes are more,
I
let's say,
seem to remember she tends to be barefoot a lot of the time.
when she dances, she's barefoot, but mostly she wears those boots that go with the rest of her.
Right.
It is not quite armor, cause monk, and previous to that barbarian, not quite armor, but she has set bracers, boots, blades that
Yeah.
give her some pretty significant advantages. So,
Mm.
I mean, it, it it
Mm.
it had her tank a finger of death and take no damage. So, eh.
Mm. Yeah, then well, probably the skirt then.
Okay. The main reason I'm not giving prices as far as this goes is because at this point, again, you are swimming in money.
Money.
I don't care. It's the most fun is because this is Egref. Watching them box this thing is interesting. Just on the basis that they do have one of those gift wrapping machines, and they don't even ask. They kind of more roll it up into what looks like a poster tube than anything
Ah,
else. Because I mean
someone
the skirt is
poking.
obviously like it doesn't seem to take damage from the blades, so that's something. Although you can't count on it being armor, it might just be that that material is enchanted to not be damaged by those specific blades. We don't know, but uh, it's a lot easier to just bundle up all the blades into a handful like spaghetti and shunk,
Well,
and then they stick it in their personal gift wrapping, which seems to be less wrapping paper and just winding the whole damn thing in ribbon. This thing is going to either take a very long time or no time at all to unwrap. It just depends on how many spots it's actually stuck to the tube in. But yes, you are thanked appropriately for your custom.
um, since we're in a graph, um, probably look for book on a graph.
Yes, and there is a very good bookshop that you've been pointed in the direction of because a few of you guys went there, at least partially in Hazel's case because big ass cookery section. But yes, there's a whole bunch of different guides to Egref. There's the tourist's guide to Egref. Uh, there is the new citizen's guide to Egref, and there is the everything you need to know about Egref but are afraid to ask. Well, Egref is a scary place for the uninitiated. And sometimes even the initiated, because nothing quite prepares you for actually getting slapped in the face with it.
Alright. Uh, was it Egref that had the action figure?
Yes.
Those next.
Yes, one thing that, because a lot of you guys went to go shopping, I'm just gonna open this. I'm gonna open the floor briefly here because they would have seen this. Um, because they would have been looking for things for the kids. You guys have action figures now.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Doesn't
wondering
play. Are we surprised?
not at all. I'm just wondering if if in Darwin's case there may be an action figure. I'm curious if there's a plush.
Oh,
Him as the bunny.
It doesn't say it's of Bar. It doesn't say it's of Darwin, but there are plushies of Bunny the Bard.
Oh
I'll
no.
take it.
But yes, y'all have action figures, and apparently there are some like there apparently if you talk to the people at Puzzled, it's there are a few discontinued. I mean, to be fair, the ones they know about are Aaron,
Yeah.
Froseth, and Faraday's kind of off to the side a bit at the moment. But it's recent enough that they've added a Michigan accessory for Hazel and a Flitty accessory for Rylan. It actually, little tiny Flitty actually fits in the scarf.
That's wonderful.
that's so cute.
I'm picturing.
None
I'm-
notes. Perfect.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I'm
no
getting
notes.
anything for the kids, it's going to be an assortment of these things.
Oh,
I'm-
to be fair, Ava beat you to it. That's part of why she's here.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the Remy figure has the arm similar to the Star Wars Jedi figures back in the day, where they have like you can
Oh
just
no.
move a tab and the sword comes out like the lightsaber does in the Star Wars toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those things.
Not so much. If Darwin is asking questions, though, you know there's action figures and then there's collectibles,
Like Hot
Oh,
Toys, I
no.
think it is.
something along
The really
those
fancy
lines.
ones with the
Yes.
little like with the hands and the attachments and the faces and all. Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Wow.
Apparently, they're working on those. They prioritized Remy, Alice, and Hazel. There is the Alice set has detachable wings. The Remy set, they've enchanted that one because I mean to be fair, the detachable wings aren't so much just click click. It's enchantments in this case. But Remy's is enchanted to, you know how thanks to a gift from Alice, she now has the, Iron Man donning and doffing of the armor. You wave a hand the right way and zip, and the sword appears. Hazel's actually serves as a nightlight.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's beautiful.
Taylor's Nightlight.
And that one actually also comes with a Michigan, and this is a, the it doesn't have a ring pull or anything, but you pat its little head, and you do get things like delicious,
Oh, they
snacks,
gave it a lace box.
And the Omen Gremlin.
almond gremlin, almond gremlin. But I'm pretty
Figured.
sure that
Glitching out.
I'm pretty sure that Ava's going to stop at action figures because that's the kind of thing that they don't tell you about unless you ask questions. So Darwin and Hazel, being their own levels of highly inquisitive, would have inquired. But you're just looking at the kind of adorable. I mean, they're still pretty detailed, just the regular action figures, but there's a difference between those and the collectibles.
Yeah, that's fine.
And apparently, they're not going to put them out for main display until they have the whole bunch of you. But yes.
Yeah, I'll get probably a set of the regular ones.
Thankfully, the wrapping for that one is a lot more normal. Although, to be fair, because of how they've stacked it up, it looks like one big box. So, somebody better be careful when they're unwrapping that, or else boxes fall all over the place.
I think, well, maybe, well, marbles would probably be easy enough to find in the graph.
Puzzled has, because Marbles is a game, and you got to imagine it's Egriff. They have like 19 different variants of marbles as a game to be playing. So you know those places where you can buy individual like Lego bricks, or the spots where you can you know sets of D&D dice. They've got both basically, so you can make your own marble set. You can buy your specialty set of marbles for a specific game, or you can do the beer stein of marbles for 2 coppers.
Probably the best time.
Well, given who they're going to, yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, look, it was either going to be that or
Marbles
caltrops.
from above. Thankfully,
few of the kids in Hearthhome are as clumsy as Hazel can occasionally be.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Moving on.
Those are probably best in there. Oh yes, elemental. Well, I don't know if. Well, I suppose yes, elemental crossbow bolts. That'll probably be. Will that be Belladonna's or else?
You still have to visit Belladonna, so I'll bundle that into when you actually see Belladonna. But if in Egreth, she would be the person to go to.
Right. Okay. I guess the rest is probably more for Ambia.
Yeah, might as well read it off anyway, because like I say, this is.
So yeah, selection of holy symbols for Dawn.
Yeah, the Shrine to Palor's got a really nice selection, and Peric, who works there around the afternoons, can walk you through which the best ones would be for a new devotee, because you're looking at a variety of different. There are traditions to do with holy symbols in your novitiate, which you haven't had apply to you so much because you're a non-standard use case, and Hazel's been through all that, so she can wear what she wants. But there's a couple of different kinds of ones that you can wear in your novitiate, and there's a few that you can wear if you have intentions to enter your novitiate.
I see.
So, like Hazel.
So it's like a promise ring versus an actual engagement ring.
Yeah, something
kind of
along those lines. It's like Hazel, who probably declared her her wanting to be a cleric of Palor very, very early would have been granted an intention holy symbol that doesn't necessarily channel power,
Right.
but it's
Still symbolizes.
yeah, because there's also a
Right.
difference between symbolizing that you are a part of the clerichood, that you want to be part of the clerichood, or that you just venerate Palor. Because there's a
Right.
that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
Because in Anbir, they are very, very big on the traditions.
Fair enough.
Not in the snooty kind of way, but in the we show our appreciation
Right. By
kind of
respecting
way.
the tradition.
Yeah.
The foraging stuff for candle.
Yep. We've gone through that part.
Yep. Jewel making materials.
To be fair, that's you'd probably stand a better chance of raw materials in Agrif. By the time things get to Ambir, they're made, generally speaking. And remember, Agrif is like a almost literal stone's throw from the mining consortium, which is where all the raw materials come from. But yeah, you can for cloth. I'm gonna hand to Fate this again. Hand to Fate apparently quite likes you. For a little bit of an extra fee, you will find a clothier who is willing to very briefly blip you over to a specific smaller town. Somewhere else in Zlato Aur, where he gets his materials.
Oh, okay.
And when they find out that you're shopping for, you know, aspiring clothier, they will actually dig you out the small business beginner kit, which is a reasonable amount of undyed cloth, a few various bottles of dyes, and a book of patterns. It's
So that's more for Zana, or is
yeah,
it?
that'd be for Zana. For Oscar, it literally just if you go to Egref, people will effectively say, "Please take this stuff away. We don't need it." So gem chips, maybe not the greatest quality, but enough to be practicing with metal wires, that kind of thing. But cloth is something different. And well, obviously they're covered with in terms of wool and that kind of thing. The bolts they're offering are small bolts of linen, silk, that kind of thing. Um, though you might have to at some point interrupt your I am getting shit done to go find one of the thankfully 3 people who has a bag of holding because you don't have one, and this is it's when you're coming back from the I mean, it's a lovely little town. It's very wooded, kind of reminds you of home. And apparently, the grades of linen and the spider silks they end up making, partially as a result, are. I mean, you hate to think that some place does this stuff better than home because that's what you guys were known for. But let's face it, blessed by Palor. Cedar Grove didn't stand a chance. But yeah, it's by that point because they were kind enough to let you leave your shopping sort of at the door, and then all of a sudden you're here with a couple of bolts of fabric and a bag full of clanking things and going. And of course, if this is Ambir, this is while Hazel and Alice are having their romance day, so we're going to give some actual conversation time to happen, because the only person accessible at this point who has a bag of holding is Rylan, because Rylan is carting around Versus.
If I can find one.
Well, you can probably track Rylan down because by the time you get back from there, it's probably around the lunching hour. So it's a matter of finding some place that sells vegetable dishes and going there. So I'm
Okay.
just going to say you do manage to run into each other, if for no other reason than Rylan is being of orange scarf. And yeah, you guys trip over each other in the eatery district with Ava struggling under many shopping burdens.
Do you need help with that?
I wouldn't mind bringing a bit of room in the bag of holding.
Thankfully,
Just
there is
already
plenty of room in Frosa's bag of holding. I can't say the same for Hazel's because
Yeah, all the snacks and
oh, to be fair, she cleared those out and then she filled it up again.
she's always filling it up with snacks.
They were in Eggref. There was the shopping. There was the grocery stores. Anyway,
Things yo-yo. Plus, now one of the gift sets I do have is armor undersets,
yes.
basically.
gifts for the feast time, I'm guessing.
Fun?
These all for the others for the feast kind of gifts?
Yep.
You're moderately intelligent. You know that's for Zana.
uh,
You think they're gonna like all this?
hope so.
I only tease. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful gift.
You managed to find yours?
I've got the big thing handled that I really wanted to get done. I'm admittedly trying to think if there's anything else I can do. This isn't the type of thing that exists in this way. At least this will be the first time going through the whole of the feast, I guess I should say.
Well, Flitty well.
Kind of.
Did you know that in Agref there's a. I don't think you were there for the Fairy Dragon Jamboree. It's a day when we fairy dragons, because a lot of fairy dragons work for and with the Agref shopkeepers. And on the Fairy Dragon Jamboree, everybody buys little bracelets that for the day let them understand us, and they buy a bunch of treats. And we fly around and say hello and tell stories and jokes. And if they're wearing the right color bracelet, we help them with their shoppings. I could help you with your shoppings. You've given me enough treats. And it doesn't have to be Fairy Dragon Jamboree for me to help.
I really appreciate that. It's just kind of like the quiet realization of, oh, right, people care about me.
Aww.
You get a little bit of a head tilt and very, very light. Just that kind of prick out, nip on the ear. You're not allowed to be not nice to yourself. I bite the people who aren't nice to you, and that includes you. But I have to do it very soft because I like you.
I am better about it.
Yes,
it is good to keep me honest.
Nips.
Never change, City.
Nope. I am nice to all of my peoples, even the ones who are pains in the behind sometimes. No, not you. I'm talking about the Hat Man.
I would have been shocked if you were talking about any of us, but
Attack. The the knowing the future wizard.
Oh.
the more I learn about this one, the more I am glad I have not met them myself.
He was very protective of me, but he wanted me to be his familiar. I'm not his familiar. I'm not a wizard familiar. I am everybody's common sense.
Yes, you are.
It very much are.
Cheeky little bugbear. It's just Sylvan doesn't have that much in the way of profanity, so bugbear is it fits.
That's so cute.
So yes, once we are through with Ava's, now that Ava has some place to store various of the things that she has purchased, at least until the next reopening of the surreal estate. Anything else?
Um, uh, legend books on Legends of Bahamut,
Well, if you're
sea fairy tale books.
if you're in Ambier for that, go to the Street of Knowledge
Right.
or the Street of Love and Beauty and throw a rock. Basically, you'll find something.
Yeah. And a book on romance date ideas as well.
Yeah, that's a little more specialty. You're probably going to want to go to Clarity and Barnabas both mentioned Svetlana, and
Right.
she's basically the Yenta matchmaker fixer sort of thing for romance. So that's the kind of thing that she's got in stock. So
Well, then I guess I'll head there.
okay. We'll give Rylan a few minutes to have a think about where they might want to point in the general direction of. So let's see what Darwin has to do, shall we?
I have ideas.
Yes, let's see what trouble Darwin's going to get into this session.
Oh boy.
Dun dun dun.
Magic. Anyway, so I know there are a few things because I got some stuff when some of things taken care of when I got to the various multi tools. I got a bunch of those.
Yep.
So that's some folk taken care
Every
of.
gadgets. We call them every gadgets here.
Every gadgets. Thank you. I could not remember for the life of me. It's been a heck of a couple of weeks. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I know I wanted to get for Cherie. I know that she is very much into cooking, and someone like that would not probably need a whole lot in the way of cookbooks. But Egref, I figure, has funky stuff in terms of cooking tools of various sorts. Um, I wasn't going to get a whole lot, maybe like two or three things that she might not already have. Um, probably things a little more specialized, only because I would assume she might not have that. She probably have more of the general stuff, if you get what I'm
Yeah.
like
The the
like measuring cups that clean themselves. She probably has that already. But
that's
like,
she does, but that's only because Barnabas actually bought those for her,
oh,
and he probably would have mentioned that. So yeah.
right,
Um, this, that was a hilarious scene over in Kitchen Witchery, yes. But the thing that the thing you would have suggested for you in Egref is because probably somebody like Cherie has got the arcane refrigerator. What she
hmm
probably doesn't have is sets of trivets specifically designed to keep the food being set on them warm. And
my magical sterno, sort
something
of.
like that, but also more
Yeah.
reliable.
Well, yeah, right, obviously.
Because you know
A
how
steady
things
heat source.
and you know how but also enchanted so that you know how things get a little bit soggy and less impressive if you keep them on heat for too long.
Yeah.
This doesn't do that.
Right.
It's a combination, kind of keep it warm, but also keep it stable. I guess
Yeah.
it's that's about the only way that the shopkeep can suggest it for you,
Hmm.
and says it also helps with the longevity because this is for if you are having big dinner parties or you want to have it as a buffet because these we show we set out come to the back, we will show you because we use these for staff lunches.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, you know when you go to like the average work canteen, except instead of that, it's a lovely kind of potluck spread.
Hmm.
And yeah, that must have been put there this morning, but it looks like it's literally just hit the.
Hmm. That's that's even still slightly simmering, just a tiny bit. I think the bubbles are just a
Well,
little bit on the top. I
yes,
don't know why my camera keeps going fuzzy. Stop doing
because
that.
it's trying to focus on something in specific and
Probably.
stops
Ah,
focusing
there we go.
on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and
Anyway.
they serve up a couple of little bits and pieces because it's probably after lunch by this point.
Mm,
But you know,
yeah. And
and
yeah,
yeah, it's
I will get whatever equates to a set.
yeah. I mean, the the set is pretty large, but you know that given Cherie's place in the community, she
Exactly.
has a lot of fairly large dinners, and
Yep.
she might also, Barnabas likes his meals in courses as well. So
Yeah.
all in
There's that
all,
as well.
that would definitely get use. Is
Yeah. So that's for Cherie. For Hazel, I had an idea. So I wanted to go to both Egref and Ambir for this. In Egref, I want to see what experimental spice flavors I could get. And what I wanted to do is if there was enough of a variety, I wanted to get like we're talking really experimental, like bleeding edge type of stuff. I wanted to see if I could get a small bit of of a fair handful and get another bag to put those little bags in and then label on it surprise me.
I'm gonna hand I'm gonna hand Fate
I
this.
love that. I love that.
Beautiful.
I love
Okay,
that.
it's gonna take you a good half hour of running around Egref.
Oh yeah, worth it.
But what you will be pointed to, which it's a miracle Hazel has never found it yet, there is a specialty shop on Izat Lane.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Uh, okay, you know when you walk into a Lush store?
Oh
Oh,
dear.
The equivalent of that,
Oh,
but for
good
spicy.
Christ.
Spices.
So the
Oh my
very
god.
first, the very first thing you do when you walk in there is sneeze.
Jeez, yeah, exactly.
There is, in fact, a little out of nowhere, a tissue kind of pops into the air for you to. Clearly that is a regular sort of thing.
Occurrence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is another one run by an Arakocra, which makes sense because they don't taste capsaicin.
Right, exactly.
Of course, being Darwin, this one is more canary themed.
Of course it is.
Hello and
Oh,
welcome to the Spice Rack. How may I help you?
yes. I have a friend who is very much a lover of spice of various types.
Cleric of Palor Badieto Bimbo.
Yes.
Awesome.
Word
Right.
of her has gone around the culinary and the experimental community, and I must therefore show you this.
Yes.
Ducks under the counter comes out with a little treasure chest looking thing. Opens it, and the inside is actually decorated with mimic teeth and everything. So,
That's adorable.
but when that's opened, there's little racks. They're unlabeled, but when you pull on the tongue a little bit, there's actually a list of what each of them are. This is the Fire Cleric Surprise Box.
She's gonna love that.
Word really has gone around. I love you.
And I'm so glad that the people at least manning the store are Arakakra. Whoever has to actually taste this stuff to figure out is probably to like adjust the mixes is probably unhinged.
Probably related. They're probably Hearthheart.
No, they would not be Hearthheart, but
I just figured they were related to Hazel.
yeah, but that's because the Hazel's relatives and Egref are quick flights.
Oh, right, my bad.
That's why. Because what comes out is this is the older end of Halfling gentleman staggers out. So the selection selected in honor of my great great grandniece is going to my great great grandniece
Yes.
on the house.
Bless you, sir.
Because
Actually-
we have also given you a story to tell along with it.
Quite. Very much quite.
I am Bernard Quickflight. Hello. And yes,
Pleasure
I
to
have
make your
tried all of those. Tell her to try the one with the green cap first.
Green cap first. Got it.
And not very many teeth left in this very old gentleman's head, but that is the grin. If you didn't know for sure that Hazel was a half elf,
Yeah. Blink, blink, blink. Wow.
it makes the tastiest burritos.
Darwin is hastily making some quick notes, giggling the whole time. She's going
And
to
yeah,
love
the
this.
grin is still there, and it's again,
Oh yeah, well, like at the bottom of all is the grin. He's got to make sure to tell her about the grin. Okay, so there's that. I did also want to go to Onbeer and just get there. It's sort of the more standard, like a standard sort of set, but like more of them than just the small amounts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
there's the you can find when you're shopping around. I mean, if you ask at Kitchen Witchery, because Samuel and Lila are the best sources of advice for that kind of thing. There's a
Right.
spice shop in the Street of Plenty that will sell a cookery apprentices set.
mhm,
So it's that sample box of all the spices that you would generally reach for most recipes at one point or another.
Right. yeah. Kind of like I don't know if you know the company. There's a spice company called Penzies, and they do things like that.
I don't know the name of the company, but we've got something similar here whose name I don't recall, but it's not that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's much the same. They'll have various boxes and various themes, and then, yeah, one of them's sort of the equivalent of that. That makes sense. I did want to see for. Oh God, you just said the name, and I just Zana. Is that
Xana.
or
Zana.
was it Zana, or no? It was Oscar that was the jeweler, right?
Oscar's the jewelry, Zana's the clothes.
That's right. Yeah. For Oscar, I wanted to see if I could get in Egref, probably Egref because it's they're very fiddly, but not necessarily the jeweler's loop. You can actually get a set that's actually like glasses you can literally put on, and they have various lenses.
You
that
will when you're because you can there's a in Egref there is not on is at lane but a bit off is at lane. There's this place seems to sell mostly to academy students when they're getting their first tools of the trade beyond what every gadget can do. When you explain that this is for a child, they say, no, 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 you don't get the glasses for the child. Because you'll have to keep replacing them and replacing them because their head is going to get bigger. Jewelers' loops are better for longer periods of time.
there.
And
Fair.
if doesn't quite fit at given age, you can just hold it there until your head stops growing.
Fair point. Fair point. Thank you. I hadn't obviously I hadn't considered that. So, well, that being the case, do they does I don't know from jewelry making myself. I'm more of a clothes guy, but do you require, can a jeweler just use one type or do they have more
Well,
than one type?
you
I don't
see,
know how that works.
what we tend to do is for beginners, because I'm
Hmm.
assuming it's not going to be very specialty work.
Not right yet, no.
Well, what we generally have for first time students, that kind of thing, is takes out the jeweler's loop kind of thing, but then what looks like a selection of monocles. We swap out for the magnifications we
Ah.
need. Some are better for inspecting gems for flaws. Some are better for nudging that little bit of clasp. It's all
Hmm.
about the magnifications you're needing, which is the you can't. We do. It actually shows off his own pair of glasses with that, and what generally happens is taps one and the gloss goes dark, so it's not closing one eye to get the and taps for different. If you
Hmm.
look close enough, you can just about see the curvature of the glass changing.
Wow.
But you see, you don't want to buy something like this for child.
No, I do understand. I do understand. Um, Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Um,
That people have
but yeah, I will
sizes.
take. Hmm?
That people have
Yes.
sizes. And yeah, you can get the
Hmm.
my first jeweler's loop kit.
Awesome. So yeah, that I'll get that for Oscar. That's Hazel. Ava, I already had set. I was gonna get the for Ava. I was gonna get the strap for the rifle with the decorations going
We
across
were
it.
actually gonna. I was actually going to give you guys at least like 15-20 minutes to do the gifts for each other, so you could tell how how Marion was struggling to not
Hmm.
tell what she got for you guys. So
Sorry.
let's. It's okay. You've only spoiled one surprise, two technically,
Mm,
but to be fair, neither of you will remember this in 2 weeks. So
right. Well, and I liked the idea you gave me for Rylan and Flitty. So I'll do that. Um, definitely. Um, and but as for the one for Flitty as well, uh, I don't really see how much of a pattern there might be, but I would also show that specifically to Xana, uh, just in if they had the urge to make different different patterns, different versions out of different material to as well, just options.
well, in her case, it's more. Well, there's a color matching problem. I know it's inside, but things happen. What you're probably going to want is a button up sleeping bag kind of attachment and a way to button
Hmm.
things
Bring
down.
it, yeah. Like bring it to her, and it can be sort of like
A
a joint thing.
joint gift. To be fair, half the gift for Zana really is give me projects.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, to be fair, you saw how much she lit up when Remy let her make. I mean, also
Yeah,
it's Remy being willing to wear a dress she made.
yeah. Um, just as a lark, um, is I'm gonna go to the action figure place, and I'm gonna ask them. So, okay. Well, one, as far as the action figures go, do you need a reference?
At which point, you have an academy student who looks at you when you ask that. This is gnome girl. I mean, we're talking Evan red hair here. If we're talking about this kind of thing, you come with me.
Okay.
As it literally grabs by the wrist and yoink!
Good boy.
Stronger than she
I was
looks.
kidding.
And there's a room to the back that's clearly going to be a display thing. The first one you see, though, is the first set you see isn't the beginnings of the Cupcake Coterie set. It is the complete quick flight diminutives. This is the super mega holy god set kind of thing. To be fair, it still means nothing to you guys because you are swimming in money, but still, I mean,
This is just me gaping at the quality. I'm like waiting for them to start moving. I'm like, my eyes are bugging out of my head.
This gnome can't be more than 17 going, my first project. I'm quite proud.
You damn well should be.
But
Pardon me while I pick my jaw up off the floor.
but as for the rest, come.
Oh, yes. By all
Yeah,
means.
the workshop area, and yeah, you've got Alice does a wave, and the first wave you get her former wings, the glowings, and then wave again, and the feathers, and she pokes the feathered ones, and they're there. Moves over.
I'm going to be doing that a lot.
Moves over to the Remy one, and to the armor.
Wow.
And then to Hazel's, and this one's not a wave of the hand. This one is when you murmur the evening prayers for Paylor, starts to glow in her. And if you look, you're seeing the spectral flitties of her spirit guardians on the.
Oh, wow.
Because you know those ones that do like stars and things. In this case, it's spectral flitties.
Taylor's nightlight.
Is a nightlight.
I love it.
And then
That's
murmurs
brilliant.
the dawn prayer and it stops.
Uh-huh.
I am currently working on yours. I'm currently working on the remainder of the humans. So yeah, you've got yours is it's kind of creepy because she's nearly done.
But
she's clearly, well, it's more that she's working on various details of outfit, but everything else is done. Ava's is, I mean, there's reference pictures all over the place from, sketched from gods only know how many stories and the like. And there's actually 3 versions of Ava's face. She's apparently trying to decide on the appropriate type of bun that she normally wears her hair in. And to be fair, it could be either of them because buns will change from one day to the next. So
I'm like looking at that going, flip a coin. Honestly,
I mean,
I've seen it both ways.
Honestly, it's 3 of them. Honestly, I was thinking of the slightly more fancy one just because it's meant to be for display.
Yeah,
but yeah, the faces are perfectly hers, right down to the scar.
Even the right color.
So yes, we're working on it.
This is beautiful. He's like damn near tearing up. He's just so happy. I love it. It's wonderful. You are absolutely brilliant.
Yes, the only problem is going to be when we need to make others. Not so much the quick flight diminutives one. That is our display set, but we haven't wanted to bring it out because Feast of Sune is apparently some of the wealthier of us have decided that these are fantastic gifts, so we took it back in when we only had the one set for sale left because we don't want to.
Yeah. People can get a little. Yeah. when things aren't available. I understand.
Well, as I say, we have the one. We just don't want people to be fighting over it. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Darvin's now flashing back to some of the unfortunate interactions his father has had with a few touchy clients in the
yes,
past.
yes. Thankfully, though, at the very least, in his case, it was always it's he could always shut it down with it was made for that particular body.
True, there is that. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway,
But yes, what I am saying is, if you were interested in it, we do have the one set left. It's just that we didn't want arguing. You're
understood
different. You're
completely.
you're you're adventurer. We bend things a little for adventurers. But yes, sorry. What else were you asking?
Yes. So um, one of one of my friends, she's and starts, Skylar starts describing her a little bit. She is wanting to grow up to be a paladin of Bahamut. And my thought,
As you say that, ah, somebody anticipated this kind of question. I think maybe opens a cabinet. One of those. Grown up Skylar.
perfect. That is exactly what I was going to say.
In the appearance that she had in your good flashback.
Oh my god.
Flash forward.
Yeah, but
No,
across
yeah.
the big okay, I would like for Darwin to make me. I should actually log in, but we're not really. We haven't been doing very
Hmm.
much with the rolling, but let's do the rolling. Because I would like you to make me an intelligence check to see if you can figure out how the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just straight intelligence is 14.
It takes you a minute. It takes you. Okay, this has to have gone through somebody,
Yeah.
and they had to have known me well enough to know that I would come here or somebody because it was apparently left for me because she's not saying somebody else here to pick it up. Who? I mean, it must have gone through the governor, so it's either Alice, Cherie, or both who've done this. Probably both because Alice wasn't in the flash forwards, but she would have been able to describe it better because Bard. So it's both. And Calatiel. And they know you far too fucking well.
And Tarpon just giggles a little bit and just, I love them so much. Yes. Yes, that is exactly, yes. And they know me far too well. I have to keep them around. They know all my secrets.
We know too much.
It's one of those. Well, not. I'd say not technically. You could theoretically kill them, but when it comes down to it, I think they would turn you
No.
into jam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now, I did have a question. I can't remember when you were describing if this was the place with the plush or that was somewhere else.
No, this is the place with the plush. They don't have a whole
Okay.
lot of toy store in Egref. This is
I
this
didn't
is
think so.
effectively the one that doesn't specialize in learning toys.
Gotcha. Because I would also like to go ahead and get, let me think. Definitely at least one of the bunny plushes. I'll get it.
Well,
I'll get.
I will show you what we have in the plushes I know are related to you, but not everybody else does.
Okay.
And yeah, the bunny bard plush is basically the one that Alice gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Plushy flitties are apparently in great supply and great demand, and so too are plushy Michigans.
I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get two of the bunny bard ones, and I'm going to get Let's see. I'm good at Michigan one, and a handful of. How big are the flitty ones? Are they like flitty sized?
They're flitty size, so they're about the size of a. To be fair, these ones are sized appropriately, and there is one
Ah,
more that was that gets flagged up a little bit later. A badger in a blue surcoat with a little shield written on the surcoat in sparkly letters, "Shield of Norman."
yes. Oh yeah, I'm getting that too. And I'll get I'll get enough flitties to give one to give one to like all the kids. The bunny, I'm gonna give one bunny specifically to Evan, and then the other one is sort of like it's meant to be for everybody. Just
So
as
it'll
like
well,
if
you
somebody needs a little extra comfort, it's there.
you know there you got one for the emergency plush shelf.
Yeah.
You were there to
Oh, that's right.
because there was the bear cub, and it was
Right.
the emergency plush shelf. It is.
Yep. So yeah, I'll get one for that too. So yeah, and then obviously the Norman one for is going to be for clarity, and hell, she may turn around and give it to Candor. That's totally fine. Um,
I think she sorted
because
something out for Candor, but we'll see.
I'm still trying to figure that out. So it might be it might be my gift to Candor, but I'll give it to Clarity to give to him. Just
I
so
get
it's
you. I get you.
yeah, because it might be a little weird coming straight from me. I don't want to make him uncomfortable. So that works. And then I want to go. I'll probably wind up going to see Svetlana. I did. What is it
Svetlana.
with names in me today? Thank you.
To be
Jeez.
fair, it's not exactly an easy collection of consonants to put together. But
Yeah.
when you're in Amber, you can go to Svetlana.
Yeah, I'll go for the for Remy and for their gift.
Yeah, that's I mean, in that kind of situation, it's sort of, well, they're kind of headstrong, these.
Yeah.
So I think your best bet is, does a scribble out, give this to the one with the wings because she is the one who actually knows romance from a hole in a wall.
Yep.
This will give her free reign to get me to arrange for her date night of choice. It's probably
Perfect.
better that way because then she's not having to worry about the funding of it or thinking of something because she's having to think of
Right.
other things for all of you.
Right.
And she still gets her druthers and, more to the point, her wife's druthers because that one, I'm sure she likes romance more than she lets on, but this means she's not very good at thinking it up.
Yeah.
But
I've
if
noticed.
she does, we need to have some flexibility to let her do that.
True.
Because
Yes.
we do
Yes.
not
Very
wish
much
to
so.
discourage that kind of thing.
Perfect. Yes. You get it.
So
You get
yes,
me.
here
Yeah.
is your.
Yes. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay.
And if you think that, yes, I think if you want something along that line for the winged one's wife, I have something a little special. Wanders into the back, comes back out. It's a small book. It's kind of battered, so it's clearly been transported at some difficulty. It is a book about the people's pair bonding customs. Things like modes of address. Apparently, there are some anniversary bits and pieces to do. Sweetheart dances. Special meals for special occasions. That kind of thing. But because because it's not very common, there's not a lot of knowledge about it.
Hmm.
Nobody asks because they think that all of the people are just barbarians. No, they are
Hmm.
mostly very
Hmm.
comfortable polycules.
Right.
So obviously, when they pair bond is a big deal.
Right.
But most people don't think about that. So, but I am the romancer. So I
Right.
went out and I had to write it down twice because the meal little difficult to be making the copies of the books. So I have my own copy which I can get printed whenever I want to. This is the other one. I figure the one with the wings
Uh,
already knows about all this shit. And probably is not telling her wife because it's her wife and you're saving the world. But I can sell you this for 2 gold. And you can give it to her and everybody happy.
yes. Bless you. I do believe from me, as far as I am aware, that is all the things.
Well, it's a little bit past the regular break time. So that means that anybody who's already been can think of anything else they might have
Additional.
missed,
Hmm.
and those who haven't gone yet can think of side quest bits. So I'll see you in a few minutes. And we're back on our time liminal spaces side quests, and let's see if Hazel wants to do anything in particular.
Honestly, outside of the armor linings, I was really banking on like intuition or remembering that I need to ask about this stuff, but things have been a little wackadoo.
To be fair, I think that Hazel would be very much reminded that things are going on, and that's why we're here to find ways to find Hazel and everybody else who might be stuck on inspiration, some inspiration for the things. Um, so, I mean,
Because primarily I figured out the armor lining stuff, but that's for the party more than anybody else.
yep. I mean,
And all of the interesting gift ideas that would be 100% Hazel for the kids, it seems like everyone else has already landed on.
well, that's the thing, and I was gonna let you take 20 on this one because you know the party. You know that they're gonna want to do something special for the siblings. And of course, you want the siblings to have nice things, and they really like these adventurers, so that's great. But you know things about them that these guys don't.
As well as the 100% practical things that would be necessary.
Yeah, and a little bit of both. So what I was thinking that Hazel might do for the kids, you know, animal-shaped slippers.
Oh boy.
You're in Eggref. You gotta assume. And in fact,
Um,
if you look, there is an entire sleepwear shop that's not like negligees and the rest of it. It's just adorable PJs, robes, and slippers.
And things that are appropriately warm
Yep.
for certain times of year.
Warm, practical, adorable. Could never get them in Goldendale.
PJs for everybody. Let's do this.
Yeah, and with a fair bit of shopping, you can. Best part is there are even okay, they're silver dragons rather than platinum dragons, but uh, you can get platinum-ish looking dragon slippers and with a little bit of questioning pajamas that look like scale mail. I figure that Hazel would be like, I know she always wears the scale mail. Could we like approximate that for bedtime? You know? And I think we'll skip through to you've probably talked to Clarity enough to have a fair idea of what kinds of patterns Candor might like, and you can get PJs for tiefling kids with, tail space.
Case in point, yep. Every single kid gets a practical set of clothes for crashing out in.
Yep. And if you wind up getting the robes and the PJs, you get the slippers free. So Hazel's got a whole bunch of woomph in bag. And that,
Yeah, that isn't just everybody's going to have a fucking clothes mountain by the time this is over.
well, for the kids, it's actually pretty good. Just on the basis that, I mean, yeah, they have pajamas and they have warm pajamas, but these are neat, new. Because let's face it, you guys are like made of hand me down.
Mm-hmm.
This is new stuff for everybody and new sturdy things to go into the hand me down bin one of these days.
Yep. Basic. One of the primary criteria for this was I need these to last. I need these to last for as long as physically possible.
Yeah, and that it's obviously not quite Ambier quality, but it's definitely sturdy enough to survive.
Survive Agraf's science explosion, so may as well.
Yep. I mean, it is the halfling gentleman who runs the place goes. Put it this way: it's these things can survive. The first thing in the morning must play with the chemistry set before breakfast.
Given Agraf chemistry sets,
Alchemy, I think, is how you would put it. And then survives the breakfast.
that is impressive.
Yes, we do a thing with the with the. I think it's the thing in the dyes that she's done that it repels stains a bit.
Oh, praise the sun and beyond. That. Let's just say that laundry out in Berhensveer is an entire endeavor because of the lack of everything here for the kind of washing.
The slippers can be waterproof.
Because, yeah, Hazel's own track record of just running out into the fucking snow.
And a fair few of the kids do it too. Yeah. I mean, when you guys came back one of these times, it was a whole bunch of kids. Took ages for their stuff to dry by the fire.
Let's see. Also, let's see what additional practical things for the party too, because the armor linings, the like under armor things would also work. Are for only a select few who actually wear proper armor. Let's figure out what practicality works for everybody else.
Well, I mean, there's another option for the party if Hazel wanted to go in that general direction. She knows Ava made a cake for Mom and Mama. Hazel's been learning to cook, and she hasn't been doing too badly. Maybe not not a hero's feast, but maybe she could cook for them that day. Give Cherie a break.
Yeah, and I also know that and I also have finally figured out that no, not everybody shares my habits of face annihilating spicy.
Yep, and you've been taught a fair few meals, and you by this time because this would be happening during the uh the day for adventuring groups family yet not kind of a situation, which is the day that
Hmm.
will set in a non-linear time space to provide everybody with gifts, that could be the day that Hazel does it with Mom's cookbook.
Yep. The surprising event of, wait, where'd Hazel go?
Or more than likely, the sign on the kitchen door, please stay out, unless it's on fire. Well, I mean, I figure Hazel is at once really gung ho about doing it, but also not very confident about doing it because she's never done it without help before.
Yeah, stay out unless something is burst into flame.
And we'll have rules on the day.
Oh boy. And now to remember, trying to recall if I actually went out of the way and already sorted out the clarity related stuff or not.
Not that I remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, not this go around. Let's see. Yeah, 'cause this has got to go a little bit beyond because of sparkle motion must be enforced. Yeah, as much as Hazel is paranoid about the Fae, we're going to be leaning into how much Fae shenaniganry can I get for, well, the literal night of a Archfey.
Well, since there is going to be roaming around Ambier before the let the romance begin, if you go to Svetlana, because let's face it, at this point, if you're doing the romantic thing, everybody will be heading in the direction of Svetlana. Instead of providing the coupon the way she did for Darwin, after hearing, well, how is Hazel going to put it?
The explanation for what she's
Yes.
looking for.
Yes.
So she's kind of like, well, not kind of, she just is a knight paladin for an Archfey. Whimsy.
Say no more. I have a thing. Rummage, rummage, rummage. Pulls out two very sparkly, very pink tickets. Puts them on the counter.
Wait, what? Didn't quite catch
Tickets.
the tickets.
Two very pink, very sparkly tickets.
Oh boy.
You each take one. You kiss them, and you'll be in Lady Whimsy's domain. The carnival, specifically.
Hazel has no idea.
And actually pulls out a brochure, and it really is the
Because Alana might know.
yes,
This cleric, no fucking clue.
but the pamphlet does say everything that Alana experienced. There's a very Disney flavor to it. Disney on sparkle roids, basically. It's
Everything is glitter. Everything is glitter.
Dragonfly rides across the lake, snail racing.
Yeah.
Walt
Disney World, but bonkers.
Yeah, they've apparently recently introduced a competition of how many fuzzy things can you hug in a minute.
Oh god. Yeah. Hazel would be midway through a conniption fit the entire duration, but that is clarity 200%.
Yeah, and you know this is all about romancing clarity. So, and the tickets include a romantic, if sparkly, and fairly sugar related dinner on the lakeside gazebo.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously there is a price attached, but again, you are swimming in money, so none of this matters.
Yeah, we just got handed basically straight up Arcane Gate mini scrolls.
Yeah, but you know the
Planar travel for gits and shiggles. Let's go.
well, yeah. I mean, what Alice is going to wind up picking up for her and Remy is these are more is more teleporting to another part of Zlato Aur. This one is more in the regions where they grow like the hops for beer and stuff along those lines. So it's less a wine tasting and more a beer tasting kind of a situation.
Beer has so many varieties.
Yep, autumn and uh, little romantic carriage ride kind of a thing.
There's at least one that's made in British Columbia that I desperately need to try and like actually find because it's so damn hard to get.
We'll keep that in mind. So yes, they they figured out you guys are the adventurers, and you can blame Barnabas for the fact that they all know that y'all have money and don't give a shit about it. So that's things handled for clarity, things handled for the party. And if you want something practical but good for mom and mama, just go to Ambier and get them all the coffee. Be like, belated.
Essentially, yes.
Yes.
I'm caffeinating the fam.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit belated, but that never bothered you before, so hey.
Yep. And you know what? If possible, need to find something for Lyra. For S is it I'm a little bad with the names because I remember Escan, but I also remember that the guy at the Golden Shrine is Estan.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the names are similar, so I got them crosswired a whole bunch.
yeah. Well, you can remember because Heskan is the Dragonborn, and
Gotcha.
Estan is the human, and
Yeah,
it's a difference between literally life and death, because Heskan is the Palor and Estan is the Nerul.
yeah. Get something for Estan. Get something for Lyra. Get something for Jenna.
Well, Lyra, you're gonna be an Anbeer, and you can imagine she probably doesn't get the really nice fancy incenses very often.
Yeah, that's basic. Yeah, for at least her rating the
Yeah,
temple supply.
and to be fair, Eston, same thing. Ambier is a great place to shop for cleric supplies. The kind of thing that you'd either don't get very often or get very expensive in Baronsphere.
Yep. I'm just going to basically be the living case of shipping for the good stuff for temple people.
Yep. And as for Jenna, Jenna is very difficult to shop for because you think about it for a little while and then are like, I'm an Ambier. They must do really good beer here. She likes beer. And,
Yeah,
and yes, you can get a selection of really fancy craft beer.
just an assortment of oh boy, it's like basically getting her a I kind of wonder if there'd be a way to get her a ticket to a beer fest without causing her any trouble.
Not in Equitas, no.
Damn
So
it.
you just kind of have to bring the beer fest to her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Like beers and snackies.
Here's and yeah, just Amber tier stuff again.
The other, while you're thinking about that, the other cleric you know from off the top of your head in Goldendale is Melora, the white-skinned tiefling cleric of Istis, who was extraordinarily helpful to you in a couple of clutch
Mm-hmm.
moments.
Didn't remember where she was precisely, but I
No,
did recall.
she is Goldendale, and all things considered, I mean, Cleric of Istis, Trickery Domain, get her a puzzle box full of, again, little bits of, you know, fancy cleric supplies.
Yeah, so literally just taking the cleric supply raid and then finding a way to veer off to Egref and go, I need to figure out a way to stuff all of this into a puzzle contraption. Please help.
Yeah, you get, thankfully or perhaps not thankfully, these are not halflings you know, and they don't seem to be quick flight adjacent. But then again, they're very Egrefian, put it that way.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
it's top hat. You cannot, because there's so much hat and goggle, gender is impossible.
So it's person's like half my height, and then just the entire rest is top hat.
Yes, and every so often, little door opens up, and either you have, cuckoo, cuckoo, and in one case, a little raccoon sort of peers out.
What the?
And
How much is in your hat?
Yes. The very top opens, and you know one of those one-man bands. mini one of those being powered by what looks like a raccoon.
Does this thing have arms? How much?
I am for the puzzle box things.
No kidding.
Give me the supplies and I will find the appropriate box.
Just supplying, pulling out the stuff. Specifically, this is meant to be for a cleric of Istis.
You don't often see that grin from your side.
There's just a moment of, oh no, that's what I look like.
To be fair, it has slightly more malice than yours ever has. It's not the exact copy that Darwin saw, but it's.
This one's a little bit evil.
Yeah. To be fair, the only reason he's only a little bit evil is because
I just see like the bottom of the grin from under the Doom hat.
Yep.
I'm willing to bet that hat is at least in part like how they get stuff from places. They're grabbing stuff at their level, and then the hat's just reaching over and getting shit.
From what you see when the box is being assembled, yes.
Must be heavy.
Fucking
Maybe not. It could be a hat of holding for all you know.
So artifice armatures, a bag of holding, and a whole bunch of other just. That hat may as well be a golem.
And the box that you get. Have you ever seen Hellraiser?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh no, it's that thing!
It's a fucking lament configuration.
Yes,
oh god.
yes,
Why is the lament configuration?
I mean, the fact that it's in a variety of shades of magenta and bright screaming purple kind of takes some of the menace out of it, but not much.
Still basically a pocket dimension. That's like a fucking Necron Tesseract. You go in there, maybe you come out in a week?
It's not like the Super Happy Fun Ball, okay? It's a little different, as far as you can tell, anyway. Because he said,
The super happy
he said-
fun ball.
well, if you've seen,
I remember the Super Happy Fun Ball.
if anybody remembers Campaign 2, they damn well should. But yes,
Super
no.
Happy Fun Ball.
He shows.
Basically, anytime I hear about Trays in the Infinite, it's just somebody went into that cube, they did not come out.
Yes, apparently takes what is apparently a test model, pokes it in a variety of ways, and it literally unfolds into a small bookshelf, which is lined with rather small books. And folds it back up again. It gives it another couple of twists and things, and boom, opens into a pretty standard chest. Open it, and it's full of little bottles. Apparently, if you hit the right notes, you can open a demi-plane. But nobody's managed that yet.
Ah, these things are alarming.
Yes, and all your supplies are in them now.
Thank you. I'm just staring at this thing like, what eldritch nonsense have I just been given? That's just like, I've just paid for it. Yeah, the mental image that Hazel has of this thing, even though it was like shown as not too bad, Hazel's thinking Super Happy Fun Ball. Hazel just thinks this is a pocket dimension she was just handed and is very worried about it.
Well,
She's wondering if she's just met the creator of the surreal estate and hasn't realized it yet.
I mean, first of all, it did say that if you potentially, if you hit the right configuration, it could open a demi-plane. And if you really wanted to know, you could ask.
Random question. Did you ever make a I guess a key that calls a magnificent mansion type spell into existence?
No, but
Like, we call it the surreal estate because it just is.
No, but my great 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 grandmother did.
I you I oh boy.
And then she took it for blessings, apparently, to senior cleric of Equitas, to have it come to the hand that needs it.
I was just staring into the middle distance. I was not ready for today.
Well, I mean, the thing is that I don't think it could be done anymore. At least not with somebody of my power level. Significant favors were offered and accepted when that thing was made.
I thank you for this information.
What does it look like now?
I'm just going to describe it as best I can.
Oh, neat.
There's an entire room with transformative stories in it.
Yes. But that is because of the person who is thinking of the space.
That's a unique take on every spell that's ever made, I guess, a demi-plane ever.
Well, old Maggie, she said, as how there will be times in history when somebody is going to need a home they can carry around in their pocket, and if they are that kind of wandering, they should have as best home as possible.
Praise be to her for that.
Yes, as I say, she asked for a great many favors for that one. And if you want to thank her, I think she is still running uh, uh, one of the card tables in an archfey of Chance's domain.
Okay, do I know that
Yeah.
chances? Do I know that
Yes,
chance is linked to Whimsy?
you do know that they're all on the same. That Whimsy, Misrule, and Chance all were on the same island. Cherie told you not 2 days ago.
Gotcha. So yeah, so I am aware of the fact that they share the same like pocket dimension island situation or
Well,
Fey realm
Shattered Lands
leakage.
Island situation, but yeah.
Yeah, Shattered Lands Island that the Feywild leaked into.
It's kind of their summer home, yes.
Oh my god, they were island mates.
Chance,
Sorry,
fuck.
sorry.
Chance right now. Chance of the one who's associated with Whimsy and Miss. Oh boy.
Well, not so much associated. They share space apparently, but it's more of they're the kinds of neighbors who measure their plots of land to the square inch.
So a rivalry, but not.
Well, that's basically the marriage between Lord of Misrule and Lady Whimsy, as far as I've ever known it. Why not throw in Chance?
I'm just wondering if they were ever a throuple.
According to old Maggie, only when they're all very, very bored.
There's just this look of not surprised, but also mildly horrified by the entire endeavor because Misrule is a factor at all.
According to old Maggie, he was very good, but maybe a little rough for every day.
Just again, I was not ready for today.
Yeah, because the implication is that old Maggie has either slept with all three of them individually or been part of that particular throuple.
Yeah, just expressing a lot of. I'm just gonna be very grateful, but as I'm leaving, just kind of be in a state of cleric is error dial-up noise.
Yeah.
Like anyone who comes across me for the next like hour afterwards is just gonna see me staring into the middle distance, and you can hear the dial-up noise.
Okay, we'll leave that for the time being. Does Rylan have any particular ideas or things that I could help hammer into the shape of ideas?
I have most of the party down. I'm just kind of missing, ironically enough, two of the people who aren't here.
Well, that's good.
Is there an order of operations? Okay. First question, I guess. Would cat toys be the closest approximation to something to get from Michigan?
Well, if you're going to be in Ambier, you can actually go to the specialty pet store where you got Michigan.
Well, that's true. Yes.
And the response given is as I understand it, because you're carrying around Michigan as an omen generator or an omen channel or something to that effect, your actual thing is to get him to sit still as much as possible while not being food oriented.
That is what I'm looking into. Yeah.
Wanders into the back, and of all things, those books you get for like really really small children that are like age 3 and below and chewable.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty much what you have.
Well,
Yes,
that's perfect.
Michigan does know how, well, can be taught how to read.
He has been picking up a lot of words from the rest of us, so
Yes, but he might even, if smart enough, could even learn to write. So alphabet. It gives your cleric friend and the church and our Michigan some bonding time and something to amuse himself with when stuck in what I believe they've been calling the Griffin bag.
perfect.
So okay, that's for Michigan.
Uh, I'm thinking of where we've been hopping to.
Well, given that we're
Like,
in kind of liminal space, um, we could theoretically get about anywhere. Particularly given that you have you have more teleports than Darwin does. B, you have more teleportation circles than that, and it's spread over a several day period, so you could get basically anywhere you want. You're a pinball.
I am. That's actually kind of funny, given what I wrote down for specifically for Darwin. Um, I think my best bet for couple of there's a couple that I think I'm probably going to have to find an egref
Well,
specifically
that's
that
where
are
you
on my
start,
mind.
so you're definitely going to be there. So
I know there's like the inventory toy shop, but is there like a specialty art shop in egref?
mm, honestly, you'd be better off in Ambier for that one.
Oh, okay,
Well,
good to know.
the Street of Love and Beauty has some of the best art supplies because they have lots of artists who like to make beauty. So if they want to work with the best, that's where they go.
Because I have a specific in my mind. Is there a shop that I guess would do functional but still novelty, like stationery?
That's Zagreb.
Okay,
And yes, you and I for more specifics about what you could find, I need to know who you were shopping for.
clarity.
But ah, well, I mean, there's a functional and sparkly and cute, but cute. There's uh, you remember those markers that smelled like fruit?
I was gonna ask for something similar to that, actually.
Yeah, they have those, and unlike our what we do today, they have refill. You know, like fountain pens have refill nibs.
Hmm.
The scented markers have refill scented ink nibs, refilled sparkly ink nibs.
Are the
Say,
scented options just fruits, or is there a more expansive?
I'm gonna roll the hand of fate on this. Let's see how mad Egref can get.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, okay, so I mean fruit is apparently their primary seller, but there's one that appears to be a variety of, I mean, a lot of it's food themed, so you've got baked goods and you don't know why those baked goods associate with that color, but they do. Uh Apparently for reasons. There's flowers. There's herbs and spices, which is a whole nother thing. And then there's, God's help you all, there is the surprise me option
Oh no.
that bounce between the various scents depending on the day. And you will not know which one you're going to get until you start using it.
Oh, I had a more general idea, but I think that might actually just be perfect.
I know, right?
Okay, fair enough.
I need to rewrite that. Actually, can I get 2 of those surprise me options?
Well, all you need is the original pens that have their own nibs, and a bag of replacement nibs. So now Clarity knows
Perfect.
what to look for when she wants her own replacements later on down the line. And hey, now she can color in her badly drawn kobolds.
That was the point of the gift, was get color for doodles.
Okay, I see what you mean about thinking I'm psychic now.
Um, Actually, while I'm still in Agrif, I know there was a spice shop, but would it be that shop for spiced jelly beans, or would that be a different?
There is you actually know this from having gone to the soda shop. Little ways down the line, a couple of doors down from the soda shop, there is a sweet shop. And what they have, what you remember having been mentioned and may have been caught out by some of the flavors now and then when Hazel was in a mood for sharing. You know Jelly Bellies?
Mm-hmm.
Think those, but weirder. I mean, the regular ones too, but they have literally every flavor you can think of. I'm not mentioning the wizard bint, but you get the general idea. It's, there is a whole rack of them that are varieties of spicy, but they also do shit like, well, kale and Brussels sprouts and all the rest of that. And basically, you can take a bucket of various sizes and you fill the bucket and you pay a certain amount for that. So you can either pick your own assortment or you can ask the personal shopper that uh, kind of follows you around a little bit unless you indicate you do not want help at all, who will just put you together a surprise me assortment that not even you know what's in, which Barnabas did on the grounds that won't incriminate him.
Considering this is a gift for the woman who continually likes being surprised, surprise even me.
You can look of Cupcake Coterie, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We had the we had the Minotaur come in for this. So you were asking for things for the hazel, yes.
Yes.
You might also want to look at the points at corner where there's a little stall of experimental eat at your own risk.
Then I'll definitely grab a few of those for her.
As well, if you go over there, that this is where they have the stuff that actually does things to you. Because you probably Rylan will have heard the story of the uh, spicy everlasting gobstopper kind of thing. That when Hazel ate it, literal steam was coming out of her ears. There's also the sweets that will change the color of your hair, the color of your skin. It's also you see it's also where Clarity got that bubble gum where she blew a bubble, stuck it to the keg, and it went. This is where they got all that weird shit.
I am suddenly realizing I have heard many a story that originates from this place.
That's what we like to hear.
Ryan just starts like grabbing amounts from the experiment shelf.
Okay, so what on the experiment shelf, or are you going that random?
A, a little bit of all of the, I would say all of the tame ones, but
Well, if you talk to the gentleman behind the desk, you kind of get. Yeah, some of these you have to be careful because they don't interact well with each other. But
oh,
I think I know the kind of thing that you are. You want something that is kind of useful but relatively tame. Or kind of funny and relatively tame.
yes, that is what I am aiming for.
Then I have something new. It's just been approved. We have the testings, you see.
Like you should.
You guys are used to cotton candy on sticks. Here we sometimes have it in buckets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sort of an off green color. You take a pinch of this. And you can jump farther.
That is incredibly useful. Good to know.
Oh, this is wanting to be surprises. This is the one with the bow, yes?
Yes, it is.
The one who always wants to be like new mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Duck. Rummage, 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 rummage. New mirror and harder to bonk.
Very much what she would be after.
There's rustle of candy papers and one surprisingly loud crunch. Yeah, no wonder that one keeps coming back from the testing lab. Says no. Okay. Pulls out. Looks like a roll of lifesavers. Plunk. It's
How
one of
long
the.
does each one last?
Well, no. Let me explain what these ones do, because that is a common shape for candies, but some of them they do different things. This one, you can only have one per day. There is 20 in the roll. You eat the one, and once you have eaten it once per day, you know this spell shield.
Oh, yeah?
she can cast that.
That's handy.
Nice. Definitely gonna be handy.
It took a while to get that one approved because we had. I was trying to make something that made people less easy to hit, but I tried the turtles chocolates and that went entirely to the turtle place. Pulls out turtles chocolates.
Mhm.
This one will turn you into a turtle for an hour.
All hail natural armor class.
You're thinking about it, aren't you?
A little, yeah.
It would be hilarious.
I mean, you heard the stories about Darwin being a bunny, and this is only once, so.
You know what? Let me get one of those too.
See, I'm allowed to sell those as long as I am entirely explicit about what it does.
Perfect, perfect.
So yeah, you've got mix of sweets that is uh uh anti-liability surprise me jelly beans, uh boots of bounding cotton candy, shield lifesavers, and turtle chocolate. That's an interesting little snack basket for Hazel.
Basket of sweet surprise me's. Right, they're just kidding. Okay, so they're just kidding. Hmm. Agraf is also where the like bath bomb equivalents are, right?
Yeah, I mean you can get either of those things in both cases. So don't worry about the where. Just tell me what
Okay.
you're after and I'll let you know where and how you can best get it. Because more than likely it's going to be either Egref or Anbeer and you're going to be in both anyway without having to sidetrack. But yeah, Egref and Anbeer both have bath sundries. It depends on whether you're going for quality or interesting.
One of quality, one of interesting.
Okay, you can go to different places. So, yep. So, what are you looking for in bath sundries?
I didn't have any specifics. I just know that both Alice and Cherie kind of put up with a lot, so I wanted to give them both some additional relax capability tools. Was
In
my
which in
thinking.
which case you're gonna want Ambier, and you're going to be, uh, you're pretty intelligent. You're probably going to be directed to the place Cherie normally goes for her own bath supplies, because she is bound to do the best, and there are things she might not purchase for herself all the time, or are now currently languishing in her home because she seems to have been pressed ganged by you people. But they can also say what kinds of scents and things she likes best. So you get you get a nice hamper of relaxation-y aids in by and large, lilac and forget-me-not kind of a scent. For Alice,
Oh.
it's more of a pepper and bergamot sort of thing, but the same effective thing, because Alizé is very much more for the sunny and spicy, and Cherie is more for sweet florals, which is a thing you now know and can tell Barnabas because that's apparently how romance works in Anbir. You find out about your lady love through scavenger hunt. And that is very much not what Barnabas got for Cherie. He got her adventuring clothes. This is what I mean by press ganged. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Check both of those. Okay, next on the list. The note I have is for fancy hair clips, but I personally have no clue what to ask beyond I had some colors in mind.
That would have been for Alizé, but you've already covered her.
Well, because in my head I'm thinking Ava's hair is always in a bow, so if I got
Not
like
a
hair
not a
clips in
bow, a
Kayla's
bun.
colors,
A bun. She
oh,
ties her in a bun. So there's not a whole lot color.
to clip.
I mean, you could get if you're looking around Egref, just in general, you will find you know those kind of ornamental hair combs and things that you'll sometimes see.
Oh,
The kind of thing you could
yes.
tuck into the bun for special occasions, and it's something. Is it something a little more global for an Ava that is now looking way, way beyond Cedar Grove?
Oh, that would be perfect.
And if you wanted something that matched her whole vibe and the colors she generally wears, white feathers, gold sunbursts, and red. And if you ask, you can get one that fits that description just perfectly. So
Oh, she's gonna love this. Okay. And then the last actual note I took, one of the Agref toy stores has 8 balls, question mark.
yes, in fact, the magic 8 ball that they saw was actually in Puzzled. You're getting that for Darwin, aren't you?
Maybe.
It's okay.
Although,
they're allowed to be surprised in character later and out of character now.
I will forget.
because I thought of it while you were talking about Puzzled earlier.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, like I say, Agref doesn't have a whole lot of toy stores, but the ones it has are unique and interesting in their own ways. Although, ironically, Butterscotch was not bought in Agref. Butterscotch was bought in Belarus.
Okay, let's grab a bit of that. And this is the part where I got stuck, trying to figure out Remy and Barnabas specifically.
Well, honestly, the fact that you figured out Cherie's favorite scents is actually a pretty good gift in and of itself. You could get him a new notebook and write that in it, so he can have
Oh, that's actually perfect.
a Cherie information specific notebook. He likes his notebooks.
He's like me that way,
Yeah.
out of character.
And Remy is a bitch for everybody to shop for, okay? Up to and including her actual
Fair.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Remy is and forever will be incredibly unwilling to say anything.
However, you are pretty perceptive. Your passive perception is pretty good. Every so often, there is the notice of just how much she really appreciates the cute and the fluffy. And you know about butterscotch. And you can bounce to Belarus if you need to. Wouldn't a tiny, fluffy, living toy Pomeranian be nice?
I think that would be incredible.
That's so cute.
Oh dear God, Remy is basically Mecha Man in that context. All someone has to do is pick up that Pomeranian and go, "Hi, I'm Beef and I'm naked."
Nope.
Don't ask. It's a dispatch thing.
Nope. No, I haven't got to that. I haven't got to that point yet, and I'm.
Neither have I.
I haven't played it yet.
Well, no, I haven't played it yet either. Although I did do the demo for a stream at one point.
Yeah, I
but,
haven't even done the demo yet.
No, Noms yeeted it at my head for Christmas this year.
Oh.
Yes, as an aside, thank you to the various individuals who yeeted things at my head this year. I'm actually going to be playing Thimbleweed Park on stream on Monday because I'm devoting the holiday period to gifts what I got. Partially because the very first one that I wound up doing was shelf by shelf, which Smeagol yeeted at my head not like 4 hours before the stream started. So I was like, last minute change, yoink! But yeah, and I mean, the kids are more or less happy with just about anything, and I think you handled most of that anyway. And of course, there's Skylar's, which you've already dealt with.
Mhm.
So everybody's more or less set for this particular liminal space side quest marathon. And
New books in the blue circuit, but we can like.
it's it.
Can't read
Well, basically, we can say you got them because we're more or less running up on that time, and I should probably prod Noms when he gets back just to make sure that he's aware that we done all this. Or maybe somebody could mention in chat that this is a thing because he hasn't talked to me about this yet. So, but you know, I just don't. It's not that I expect that you guys do homework or whatever, but I don't want him to feel left out. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a reminder that this is what we've been doing the last 3 hours is probably a good idea. But I'm glad everybody had fun with their liminal space side quest discoveries and got straight up all prepped for upcoming last bits of stalling before hopefully we get the rest of this campaign in gear. Although knowing us, we're going to be occasionally doing yet more liminal space side quests for at least another year and a half, but that's actually short for us most of the time. Anyway,
Yeah.
in 2 weeks' time, we will hopefully have everybody back, and at the very least, we will finish up the Feast of Sune celebrations. So, thank you and good night.